Melania Trump is trying her best to hide her crimes, her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, but the more she is trying to do it, the more it is getting exposed. Now, in this video, I want to share with you some very interesting video clips to illustrate more on this, but I just want to start off with this particular one where Donald Trump was talking about Melania Trump and Jeffrey Epstein and the victims or the survivors. Trump on Epstein victims. I understand that the women didn't want to go under oath. That's what I heard, that the women, the victims or whatever, they refused to go under oath, which was a little surprising. Melania felt strongly about it because she was accused that I met her through Epstein, but it turned out to be totally false. Donald Trump addressing that is something very, very strange. Why would he talk about that? If he was not in any way, shape, or form meeting Melania Trump through Epstein, why would he say that? Take a listen.
On Congress to further look into and uncover the truth on the Epstein files, the Epstein saga. Do you believe that there should be a public hearing for more of these Epstein survivors?
Well, I'm okay with it. I think we've had a lot of public hearings. I'm okay with it, but I understand that the women didn't want to go under oath. That's what I heard, that the women, the victims or whatever, they refused to go under oath, which was a little surprising. So Melania felt strongly about it because she was accused of that I met her through Epstein, but it turned out to be totally false. It was a false.
Okay, so again, no evidence to it, just like he ended the NBC News, because he said there is so much evidence, this and that, and then the reporter asked Donald Trump, what is the evidence? He couldn't give one. So same thing, Donald Trump repeating his lies. Take a listen at this bombshell from the hearing.
What rules are we operating under? Because he's under a little bit of heat for not prosecuting anyone in these monstrous crimes? I've been in the room. I have been there. This is what I had to do, to transcribe, to show what is true. What is true is that the president has lied about being on Epstein's plane, and the unredacted files prove that. There's a lot.
If he did not meet Melania Trump through Epstein, then why redact all of these files? What is the point of doing that? What is the point of trying to cover things up? Why don't you just show it to the whole world the way it is? Hey, I have nothing to hide. I mean, as an innocent person, if I'm accused of something, I will tell everyone, just I'm an open book. I didn't commit any crime. Just go and find yourself. You have evidences to support my case that I'm not guilty here. But it is exactly the opposite with Donald Trump, because he is trying to hide something. So he has redacted all of these files using DOJ, Pam Bondi, and now Todd Blanche, because he's terrified. If he was so innocent, he would not have done it. So yes, Donald Trump, you did meet Melania Trump through Epstein, and this is what you are proving yourself by redacting these files.
Lot in here. I am shocked at this. There's also this set of files in the file. This is investigation into the potential co-conspirators of Jeffrey Epstein. I almost used up all the blank ink in the hallway because it's all covered up.
Wow.
It's all covered up.
Wow.
The American people are not stupid. They know that when members of Congress have to go in and actually unredact to try to find the truth for these victims, something is corrupt. Something is corrosive.
Quite evident, and we do not need anybody to tell us that somebody's trying to cover it up. Pam Bondi doesn't need to go under the oath. Todd Blanche doesn't need to tell us anything. Through your action, we look at what you are doing, not what you are saying, because what you are saying is lie. There are a lot of lies there, but what you are doing proves that you are lying.
You were paid $10 million to represent the president. You hang a 30-foot banner of the president's menacing face over the entrance to the Department of Justice. You said that if you were terminated or not moved forward as Attorney General, you would say to the president, I love you, sir. So I have one question for you. Is your obligation to the victims and survivors of Epstein's heinous crimes and all his perpetrators, or is your first obligation to the President of the United States?
So without a doubt, we want to bring justice to every victim.
When will you bring that justice?
Can I please finish?
Excuse me.
Can I
Yeah.
finish?
Why are you freaking out? Why are you reacting that way, Todd Blanche? It speaks volume. When you are guilty, when you know inside of you something is wrong, you do not want to hear the truth. He's hearing the truth. He's hearing what everybody is asking. It's not just a question from a congressman or woman or somebody from the Senate. It is a question from all the American people. When are we going to see the truth? And he's freaking out here. It's a very basic, simple question, logical, common sense question. Oh, wow, man.
It's when will
Can
you
I
bring,
finish?
When will you bring the justice?
So as
Don't
I
talk
was
like that.
saying,
When will you prosecute?
Oh,
And who will you prosecute?
can I
Please allow
speak?
the witness to
You
answer.
And
told
if you
me
do not know, guys, by the way, Todd Blanche, this acting attorney general, is a personal lawyer of Donald Trump. So what do you expect from him? He's going to tell everything about Donald Trump? He's going to rat him out? No. He's going to be there to protect Donald Trump. Put him in this position that he doesn't qualify to protect Donald Trump. Period. It's that simple, that easy. Now, I also have this report. Take a look at this one. So, Piers Morgan, what is your response to that picture? So, what picture we're talking here about? I'll show you in a second. But Melania, her director, Brett Ratner, he said, quote, "That's a picture of me and my fiance. I never saw Jeffrey Epstein again." So let's see.
As you
here.
know, a picture came out of you with Jeffrey Epstein with two apparently young women in it. What is your response to that picture? And what is your response to the wider scandal of the Epstein files?
Oh, well, that picture in particular happened around 20 years ago. I don't know, 20 to 21 years ago, because that is a photograph of my fiance who invited me to this event, and that's where the picture was taken. I was never been in contact with Jeffrey Epstein before that photo, and I was never in contact with him after. So that's a picture of me and my fiance at some.
Okay, so how come then Melania Trump hired you for her movie as a director? Ratner, can you answer that? Like this, everybody here is connected, and we are just seeing the tip of the iceberg. A lot of people are involved in all of this.
Event.
Wow. So who was the fiance, if you don't mind me asking?
She doesn't want me sharing her name in the case, but that's my fiance, 100%.
Yeah, well, it is because she's ashamed of you, that you worked for Jeffrey Epstein and you also worked for Melania Trump, because you used to work for both of them and you knew they have connection. So the equation is so clear. A director has connection. Now it is established through this interview. He had direct connection with Jeffrey Epstein. Then he was the director of Melania's movie or the documentary, whatever she did. Now, how can Melania say, "I do not know Epstein, anything about him"? How is that even possible? One person worked for you and also for Jeffrey Epstein, and you're saying, "Oh, by the way, I have no idea who Epstein was." What kind of a lie this is? Stupid lie. Like, they don't even know how to cover it up. That's how pathetic they have become.
In our
So I'll
conversation,
tell
you
so
blamed the victims.
Every victim
Let the record
of Mr.
reflect,
Epstein,
he told me that the victims didn't give good names.
let me be crystal clear, that this Department of Justice will always protect victims and will always prosecute anybody we can, okay? Full stop, no ifs, ands, or buts, okay?
So it's exactly like, I did not have any relationship with that woman. Remember Bill Clinton saying that? So he just started, it looks like, but we now have a lot of people like him lying on camera with the same attitude.
What you are showing in a game of showmanship are redactions because of victims, because that prosecution memorandum
Perpetrators.
talks about, excuse me?
Perpetrators, too.
How do you know that? Go ahead.
Talk to
Exactly.
the victims.
So
Talk to the victims.
they're victims' names, which we are required to redact, required by law to redact, which we did. Okay, so I take
Mr.
umbrage.
So
Chairman,
again,
I
I don't want him to lie at the moment, especially on my channel. No, he was never, ever, even Pam Bundy protected the victim or the survivors. Never, for one even second. They were redacting all of these files in order to protect the culprits, i.e. Donald Trump and Howard Lutnick and people like them. That's pretty much what it is, guys. Some comments here. Never heard her name smeared ever. I'm not sure what's the name she is talking about. But anyways, guys, I'll give you more updates about Melania's connection.